All right. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. What a day, what an awesome day. Man, we got it in today. Got that on that track. Hello, we got a half a mile in today, man. We're trying to get it in early, man. We're trying to be precise, get the timing down. Hey, wind was up. Like I said, feel like somebody was pushing me across that bad boy. Hey, we out here with the heat gear long sleeve and the cold gear long sleeve. And heat gear leggings, UA shorts out here, folks. We ain't going all heat gear yet, even though the sun is out. You still have that coolness in the air. Hello, internal and external thermogenic out here. We working, folks. We used to have got some heat out here. Man, anytime you can boil some oil, which is your blood, you changing something. You got to pull it out. You pull these impurities out, folks. We got to change that oil. Hello, we got to do that. So we got a good half a mile in. We got some other things in today, and man, you can feel everything that you're working on. You can feel everything that you're working on previous days, and that's what you want. It doesn't take long, 9 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes. You can go 20, but you ain't got to go past 30. Hello, we ain't trying to get too dirty out here, folks. Folks, I ain't gonna hold you long. I mean, a lot of things going on out here, man. The shooting at the school over there here in Nashville, Tennessee, man. You had that going on today on Bradley Parkway. Tractor trailer turned over, so some more people's involved, folks. It's heavy out here, folks. It's heavy. There's news everywhere. Breaking news is everywhere. Hearing the indictment of this orange clown out here, folks. Man, look here, man. You can't escape him. I keep telling you, he's like a card game. And I hope we don't have no radical fools out here go try to ride over somebody who, on his watch, 1,000,000 people dead. C-19, have we forgotten about that? January 6th, have we forgotten like that? And inciting a riot and stuff on the nation's capital? Who does that, folks? You got clowns up here just falling around. It's some Jim Jones garbage. Instead of drinking that red Kool-Aid, they drinking some orange Kool-Aid out here. This is what happened when you don't stand strong with some knowledge up here, especially with this book up here. You just going for every wind of doctrine. And even some of these folks out here, I'm talking about us. When it come down to the church building and these churches out there, we just fall for every wind of doctrine. What sounds good, what feel good, what sing good. I've been doing it for so long. My family members in this. It's a tradition. You better get in this book, for we're gonna be shocked. Dr. Hall had an awesome lesson on Wednesday night. I will post it again. It's talking about those virgins, those 10 virgins out there. Some with the 5 with oil for their torches, and 5 without, folks. And the bridegroom is no other than the Messiah. Check it out. I repost it again. Awesome lesson. Folks, we're going to get out here and be caught. The old term is we're going to be caught with our pants down. And some of us don't mind showing our necklace out here. I can see that all on social media out here. But it's coming. Sometimes we sit up here thinking, the Messiah, he ain't coming back. Christ ain't coming back. He done told you in this book that he's coming back. He's coming as a thief. And he don't know when. Only the I am knows when. And we sit around here just party, living it up and thinking everything is everything. Let me drop this on your mind right here. Hope I can help somebody. And I'm not going to be too long with this. Thought about this early this morning. Folks, it's not a time that we sit around and I know we meditate. We think about our family members who have passed on. Yours truly. Me and my brother, we talk about our dad all the time. We talk about it. Like, so I'm going to use me in a lot of this stuff because some of you all will get offended when dealing with family members. But I'm strong enough and tough enough through this word that don't matter. See, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything that Satan putting down. Like I said in the other video, we need more Malcolm X's out here. Hello. Men are strong. Men that can take hold of a wife and love her and then create some beautiful children. That's how he set it up. Not this doggone homosexuality garbage, me laying with another man. 2 women laying up and licking on each other. And then this transgender garbage. All this is from Satan. What has happened to the real men out here? Our black men walk around here feminine. Folks, where's the Malcolm X folks out here? And I ain't talking about no doggone radical stuff. I'm talking about being men and standing for what you believe in. That operates off of him. That part. But I think about this all the time, whether it's family members, me and my brother, we talk about this all the time. And I know some of you all, it catches us. We think about our moms who have passed. Hello? Some family members, aunties and great big mamas and stuff. We think about it every now and then. Some of our family members, we get together, we talk about it, and we think about it. Let me drop this on you. If you had the power, the dunamis, the excelsior, the kratos power, the energy, it's ergon. If you had the strength and had the supernatural power, would you go to the graveyard or wherever if you use the urn, the ashes, wherever you spring them, if you can go to that site and raise your loved one up from the ground, would you do it? Oh yeah, what are Claybrooks talking about, man? What? Because we grieve so much, man. Especially black folk who can't take death, who don't understand death. See, when you understand death, you ain't got to go around with your cars with birth dates and death dates and obituaries all in the cars. Because you ain't got to do all that. Why? I'll tell you why in a minute. I ask again, if you had the power, would you try to go resurrect your loved one if you could? To want them to be around here right now, 2023, in this chaotic and confused world and demonic controlled world, because he is the prince of the air and he's having his way right now for those who just weak, can't stand, just falling for everything. Our black women out here cannot have the stamina of the stigma of the girding up to be women with some clothes on. We got to walk around here half naked and show me you have a mental problem up here. That's what it showed me. Who show all their nakeds for everybody to see except a prostitute or a whore or a slut? But you can't be looking for a good man, a Boaz, a God-fearing man, so the blessings can stay tight out here. You can't be looking for that and walk around here half naked. Come on, folks. Let me ask you one more time. If you had the power, the dunamis, the spiritual miraculous power to raise up a family member from the dead, would you do it? Because see, we miss them. We miss them sometimes. We grieve long. Would you do it? Let's use Claybrooks. Listen to me. If I had the power to do that, I would say no. Now it's going to get interesting. This world is chaotic. It's coming to an end. See, so if you got any yeses out here, let me help you out on this. Let me get you off this blue pill and put you on this red pill. Hello. If you said yes, let me help you out. If this world's going like it is, and it's going by the script right here, this is the blueprint right here, and he's the architect, we're going to have rumors of wars and killings and murders, folks turning their back on God every single day, and you're seeing what's happening. Anytime somebody go inside of a school and killing young children, you're a female yourself to bring children in this world, but you kill a young child. She was something wrong with her, but no, you were possessed by a demon. Quit making these excuses out here. You better give Satan his credit. Oh, he's on top of his job. We the one that's falling off and being short and slack. People just road rage, just so messed up and arguing and different nationalities and whatever. We beating folks up. Due to some of this orange clown out here. The Orientals that we got the Kung Flu out here. Stupid stuff, but we just going along with it. Knocking down Oriental folks on public streets and stuff like that. Going in the public departments on shooting folks down. Gas stations, robbing folks. Us black folk, we around here robbing folks, shooting people down, shooting our rappers down, on black crime out here that we ain't sitting about with Black Lives Matter. Yeah, we'll get to that later. All this going on. Tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes. Everything is happening just like, but now would you go try to bring your loved one in a time frame like this? Let me use my daddy. I said no. And here's the reason being. That's one reason. The reason is, according to this book, this time is coming to an end. We have to get ready for our next life, which is this soul life we got to live. For some strange reason, we caught up in this matrix, but we just think we just living off this right here. When this body goes to the ground, just like some of my loved one, that soul is laying somewhere. Luke chapter 16 right there. Either it's in Abraham's bosom paradise or it's in Tartarus with some heat there where the rich man Deans is. And a great gulf is fixed where you can't cross over. So when death comes, that's where those two places go. You just don't go in the heavenly coast and you go into Gehenna hell right there. You got to have a judgment after the resurrection comes. So whether I wouldn't bring my dad back. Hello? Wouldn't bring him back. Because he's got to try to keep his life straight again to make it where he's supposed to be now. Now, according to what I've seen, don't know his thoughts, but according to what he lived by this book before he died. He was in the ecclesia, the basileia, the kingdom, which is a preposition, the definite article, the Christ, that you can read in this book. He went in no man-made church out here, made by man. Let me help you out. This Catholic and Methodist, Baptist, Episcopalian, Lutheran, and all, Pentecostal, and all this other stuff, Seventh-day Adventist, and Jehovah's Witness. He went in all of that. So, according to this book, he's supposed to be right there, Abraham's bosom, waiting for the return of the Messiah. I wouldn't bring him back. What is the possibilities of heaven? Not happening right now, but I'm saying if you could. 1 Samuel 28, it shows you something. Let me show you something right here. Saul was given a mission to go out and do some things, and to tear down some things, tear down his kingdom, and he disobeyed God's rule and plan. God shut him off. He didn't want no communication with him. Didn't want him to say, he didn't want to have no more talk with him. And keep in mind, his job was go out to and kill and destroy, cut off the witches' heads. And yeah, these soothsayers, fortune tellers, palm readers, Ouija board folks, horoscope people. This is my this is my sign. I was born over it. Folks, why are we caught up in this zodiac garbage out here? It all leads to Satan, demon, demonic activity. So he was charged to go out there and kill these witches off. If a witch saw Saul coming, they knew they was dead. But see, when God cuts Saul off, I got to talk to God. I got to talk to him. I know, let me go talk to Samuel. Samuel's dead in the ground. So what Saul does, he disguised himself. He goes to the witch of Endor. She didn't recognize him. Because she knew she would have been dead. But he needed something from her. Keep in mind, this is Old Testament, folks, 1 Samuel 28. He talks to her. She does this seance at the graves to bring Samuel up. And he's like, man, what's going on here? And keep in mind, at this time, everybody died, went to one place, Sheol, disembodied spirits, Hades world, everybody, good folk, God folk, Israel folks, other heathen nations, they was all wrapped up in one spot right there. Everybody died, went to one spot. She raises him up. And he's like, man, what you want, Saul? What you talking? Man, God won't talk to me, man. I need you to get a word in for me. And you can read on down there, but look at the power here. This witch had the power to bring Samuel up out of the grave to talk to Saul. But she didn't know who he was. When she found out, man, because he was killing folk. It's funny how we be on God's mission sometimes, and then something, what is that? Something throws us off. Something in this flesh throws us off, and then we started going against what our real mission is, the will is, and then we got on this red pill also, we go picking up the blue pill, trying to get inside the matrix again. Because this funky flesh is calling us. Whether it's sexual activity, whether it's some extra money, whatever, pride of life, I just gotta look good. Whatever it is, get you off of God's track right here. That's what happened to Saul. He disobeyed God. He cut him off. Now he's got to go down a diabolical way to wake up Samuel through this witch over here to try to get a word to God. So I asked the question again, would you try to go wake up your loved ones? Now, she was able to do that then. But now, Luke chapter 16, nobody can go into the world of the dead and bring them their soul and talk to them. Wonder who changed it? Oh, Christ himself. The second day. In the grave. Luke chapter 16 right there. That's why you have these two different compartments. Paradise, Abraham's bosom. Tartarus, where the rich man needs it, and there's a great gulf fixed. There's no cross. No. See, he wanted to go back and tell his brothers, hey man, look at here. I don't want them to come here. I'm in this flame. I'm hot. Man, man, they some bad boy. They got to get straight. Father Abraham said, look here, bro. Look at it. They got Moses' law. They got the prophets. They got the word. If they don't get them straight, ain't no ghost. No ghost of you is going to get them straight. See, when you get somewhere, nobody can pray you out of somewhere. This purgatory garbage. That's man-made too. Come on, folk. And some of us out here believing in that. Well, I can live any kind of way, and man, and somebody pray my soul over it. Folks, wherever you locked in at. Now, here's the problem about my dad. Like I said, he's supposed to be in Abraham's bosom, paradise. Why would I call him back to this hell place? And we're not going to be here long. You better think about what you're trying to say. I just want to spend with him a little bit of time. You better get yourself together. Now, if they in Abraham's bosom, that's where you need to be trying to go and you die. And the only way you can get there is get into the definite of the kingdom, the ecclesia. And there's only one. That's the church. That's the body. The body is the church. That's how you receive the gift of purposes, the definite of the Holy Spirit. You can't get the Holy Spirit through these other different denominational churches. I don't care how big they are. Ask them, why come I can't find my church in this Bible? Now, if you have a loved one that's already in the kingdom, the ecclesia, and they live according to this book when they die, you leave them right there. You don't want to, and I don't care how bad I miss Mr. Clay Brooks. Hello? I'm not bringing him back here on this hell-bound track because he can get caught up and lose his soul to right over there to Tartarus and later before the great white throne and then Gehenna hell back here. That's jeopardy, folks. That's playing Russian roulette. I can't get him. I ain't going to bring him back here like that. But on the other hand, let me slide this in. If you have a loved one who died outside of the definite article of the kingdom, the ecclesia, the church, any but one, established right there in AD 33 in Jerusalem. By who's the owner? Christ is. He is not, we talking about, let me slide this in here. The Pope is not the head of the definite article church. Christ is. Who told you that's a man? He's sick, he running around, and I'm not talking about the man's sickness, I'm talking about he's human. How is a Pope man going to be the head of the church, He's head of the Catholic Church, but not the definite article, the ecclesia. Revelation called that church the great whore. Come on, folks, we better wake up out here, man. Now, you got a loved one caught up in these man-made churches out here, like this Catholic, Baptist, and Methodist, and Presbyterian, and Pentecostal, and all this other stuff out here, all Episcopalian, all this man-made. Now, you have a loved one where, by all means, if you had the power, wake them up. Get them up out of there. And now, since they, because right, you know where? When you in that, you right there in Tartarus with the rich man Deans in that flame. Folks, you cannot make it to the heavenly coast without being in the definite article of the church. It's only one body, one ark, one lamb's blood. I don't know why we're trying to get this multiplicity stuff in here. If you got a loved one that died off into something else, a man makes, by all means, you want to get them up out of there. Bring their soul right up out of Tartarus and say, hey, look, we got to do this thing again. We got to stick with this book. We got to get you in the kingdom. So if you die again, you can end up over there in paradise over there. Hello. So we don't know when those eastern skies going to bust open and Christ come on the cloud. It's 1 Thessalonians. He's going to meet those who died in, locking the spirit, preposition, in Christ. They're the wife. The church, you see, is a wife. Those that get inside of the ecclesia, they become the wife. Singular, of the Christ. He's the bridegroom. And when you get married to the bridegroom, your name changed from sinner to Christian. Not Baptist, Methodist, Presbyterian, Seventh-day Adventist, whatever you want to call it, Catholic, whatever you ain't going to be those names. You can't be those two because you got too many names. It's only one name. Acts 4:12, there's only one name up under heaven that we must be saved by. That's only through Christ. Everything is predicated through this book through him. Folks, I'm telling you the truth and I'm saying it out of love. If you had a loved one that got caught up in this, you want them to come out of that and get into the kingdom, the ecclesia, the basileia, the definite article church. That's what you want to do. But folks, that's a wish. It ain't happening. The real deal is coming. And that's what Wednesday night's lesson was about last night. Jesus said, I'm coming. And we better be ready. We not ready. We get caught up in this man-made stuff. There's no moving. There's nobody to pray you here, there. You're trapped there until the judgment. And your name has to be written in the book of life to make it to the heavenly coast. And the only way you're going to get your name in the book of life is through the kingdom, the ecclesia of Basileia. Not these man-made establishments out here. Don't you get caught dead in this stuff. Come on now. This is real out here. Death is around us everywhere. And do we have our soul intact? I worry about tomorrow. I got time. You don't have time. And folks in their schools thought they had time. Samuel was right there. Death is around us. So if you had the power, would you go get him? And the answer would be yes. But the power that you do have is over you and your soul. Get yourself in the kingdom before it's everlasting too late, folks. Before death catches us. That's the thief. You don't know when he's coming. And when you find out he's there, it's too late. We can do this, folks. Get ourselves in the kingdom. Hear this word. Believe this word. Confess that the Christ is the Son of the living God. Repent of the transgression that happened off in Adam and Eve's day. It's still on us till we get off in that water. Baptized. Put this old body to death. Come up a new man in, locked in the Spirit, the Christ, and then you locked in the kingdom, the ecclesia, not these man-made churches out there, folks. Live faithful unto death. And when death hits you, or Christ come through those skies on the cloud, you be ready to go to the heavenly coast. Nobody wants to go to Gehenna hell, folks. Those who disobey God, that's their spot. That's their location. Those outside of the kingdom, the church, the ecclesia, that's their spot for eternity. You can do something about it, folks. Stay about here till next time.